The Flying Taxi event is coming to Pokémon Go, and it is going to be featuring a brand new Pokémon, but also a new Shadow Legendary, which is going to be a definite game changer. And I'm going to be talking about all of this in today's video. Let's get right into it. Hey, what's happening, y'all? Jinsula here with a brand new Pokémon Go video. I hope your day is going really well, and let's get right into it. So this is actually some pretty insane news. We are going to be getting a new event called the Flying Taxi event, and there's also going to be a Team Go Rocket takeover that will be happening halfway through. Now, the big thing with this event is that it is going to be featuring a brand new Pokémon, which we'll be able to catch in the wild, but also they're going to be debuting a new Shadow Legendary through Giovanni battles that I believe is going to be a huge game changer. If you're sitting on Super Rocket radars, this is going to be the time for you to use them because we are going to be getting Shadow Reshiram for the very first time. So let's go over the details for this Flying Taxi event, and then afterwards let me also talk about the Team Go Rocket takeover event featuring Shadow Reshiram. The Flying Taxi event is going to be happening on June 23rd at 10 o'clock a.m. local time, and it's going to go for a week ending on June 29th at 8 o'clock p.m. local time. And with this event, we're going to see the debut of a new Pokemon with some different variants. We're going to have green Squawkabilly, blue Squawkabilly, yellow Squawkabilly, as well as white Squawkabilly. And you might have guessed it, these are all going to be in different regions in the world. Now, in terms of which Squawkabilly you'll be able to get depending on which part of the world you are at, both yellow and white plumage Squawkabilly are going to be appearing globally, but green Squawkabilly is going to be appearing in the Eastern Hemisphere, and then blue Squawkabilly is only going to appear in the Western Hemisphere. This means these are going to be essentially new regional Pokemon, and just like with previous Pokemon like Basculin and other Pokemon with a similar mechanic, you will not be able to get specific colors unless you trade for them or you visit that side of the world. And with this event, we're going to see the following event bonuses, and these are going to actually be tied to the Go Pass. At Tier 1, which is rank 10 of the Go Pass, you're going to unlock a bonus which will give you double the amount of candy whenever you catch Pokemon. And then at Tier 2 or rank 20, you're going to unlock a bonus where you're going to get more Stardust from defeating Team Go Rocket members. Now, in terms of what Pokemon you're going to be able to get aside from the new Pokemon Squawkabilly, spawning in 1-star raids, you're going to be able to encounter Swablu, Starly, as well as Vullaby, and then in 3-star raids, you're going to be able to get Hisuian Braviary, Corvisquire, as well as Bombardier, and then finally within wild encounters, you're going to see Hoot Hoot and Rookidee, and possibly also white plumage Squawkabilly. This event is essentially a flying Pokemon themed event, but as you can see, there's not much to this event aside from this new Pokemon. It's really about what's going to be happening on the second half of this event, which is going to be a Team Go Rocket takeover. Let's now talk about that. The Flying Taxi Taken Over event is going to be happening on the second half of the Flying Taxi event from June 25th at 12 o'clock a.m. until June 29th at 8 o'clock p.m. local time, and this is going to see the debut of a new Shadow Legendary, which you can see on screen right now is going to be Shadow Reshiram, which is of course absolutely insane. Now, during this event, we're going to see the following event bonuses. Team Go Rocket battles are going to be appearing a lot more frequently. You're going to be able to remove frustration from your Shadow Pokemon using Charge TMs, and then Pokemon caught via 1-star and 3-star Shadow raids during the event are going to have a wider variance of attack, defense, and HP IVs. This means this is going to be a great way for you to pick up some Shadow Pokemon specifically for PvP. Just make sure you remove frustration off of those Pokemon because that way you could actually use them right away. And then of course, when it comes to other bonuses, they're also tied to the Go Pass Flying Taxi event. Just to reiterate, at Tier 1, rank 10, you're going to be able to get double the amount of candy whenever you catch Pokemon, and when you reach Tier 2 or rank 20, you're going to get more Stardust from defeating Team Go Rocket members. And then finally, considering this is a Team Go Rocket takeover event, you're going to be able to get some new Shadow Pokemon from Team Go Rocket Grunts. These will include Shadow Seal, Shadow Hoot Hoot, Shadow Noibat, as well as Shadow Rookidee. And I think out of these, I will say Shadow Rookity is going to be a huge standout because there is some potential here for Corviknight to deal a ton of flying type damage with the Shadow bonus. And there is some potential here for PvP as well. And then this is also kind of unique to Team Go Rocket takeover events, but you're going to be able to get mysterious components from field research tasks along with fast TMs and charge TMs. So it goes without question that this is absolutely massive. A couple of weeks ago, or I should say it was actually just last week, I made a raid guide talking about Reshiram, and I did mention on there that it would be pretty insane if they were to ever release this shadow version of this Pokemon. And, well, it looks like that came to fruition much earlier than expected. We are going to be getting Shadow Reshiram, and that is going to be by far the most powerful fire type in the game for quite a while. And I will say that this is pretty interesting timing considering that we are going to be getting Pokemon Go Fest Global next month, and I think a lot of players may end up using some resources in order to get Shadow Reshiram, but I will say the good thing is that you don't have to raid for it, at least for now. You will be able to get this with Giovanni battles, which they actually changed up the way you could engage with Giovanni battles, and I don't know if that's actually being received positively. They kind of stopped with Super Rocket Radars with the special research, and now it's all part of the Go Pass. So if you're not actually participating with those Go Passes, you're gonna miss out on Giovanni, essentially. You can't stack up your Super Rocket Radars anymore. I think a lot of players were very upset about that. But if you do have a whole bunch of Super Rocket Raiders, this might actually be worth going after. Shadow Reshiram is going to be a game changer. This is definitely going to be a very powerful Shadow Legendary, and you do not want to miss out on it. And if you get lucky enough, maybe you will get one with high IVs, but generally when it comes to Giovanni battles, the IV floor is much lower, so there is a lot more variance. Maybe that'll work out for PvP, but in general, this is going to be one of those legendaries that you do want close to 100% IVs, because regardless if you use it for PvP or PvE, you will definitely want to get the highest stats possible. But yeah, this is insane. This is actually pretty cool. I'm actually very excited about this, and I think it's funny because the actual Flying Taxi event, I don't necessarily care about it too much. Squawkabilly, yeah, that's a very interesting Pokemon. It seems like there's a bit of a regional variance with this, kind of like, I forget what that Pokemon is, but regardless, yeah, this is going to be one of those where it's going to be all about the takeover event. I mean, in general, the Team Go Rocket takeover events are usually very important just because of that one bonus where you could change frustration off of your Shadow Pokemon. That's definitely going to be very important this time around with this new Shadow. And yeah, I think it's just all really exciting, and there's definitely going to be a lot of hype around this particular event. But in any case, that's going to be it for this video. Definitely share your thoughts in the comment section down below what you think about this announcement. Are you excited for the Flying Taxi event? Are you really excited for Shadow Reshiram? Definitely share those thoughts and let's have a great discussion. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to support my channel, best way you can do that is hitting the like button for this video, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so already. Make sure you also turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when I upload videos. And real quick, make sure you go and check out the links in the description below. One of them is my Patreon page, and if you want to play Pokemon Go with me, best way you could do that is by joining my Patreon, so do consider that. A link to it is in the description below. And yeah, with all that said, that's going to be it for this video. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself today, and I'll catch you in the next video.